Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, January 14th. Willow has bad news for Wiley. Dante warns vengeful Sunny. Jason consoles Carly. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, January 14th state that Lulu Spencer will insist on finding Charlotte Cassadine again, but she will need Tracy Quartermain's money to do it. That is why Lulu will make a plea, hoping that Tracy will agree to sponsor another search effort. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves will lash out at Drew Quartermain, claiming that a particular position has been filled. Nina may also defend her role as Willow Corinthos' guardian, claiming that her daughter no longer needs Drew to play hero. Willow will sit down with Wiley Corinthos and explain Michael Corinthos' hospitalization in a way that is appropriate for children. Wiley may seek affirmation that Daddy will return home, but Willow may concede that Michael will need time to recover. Willow, on the other hand, will vow to be there for Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, and she hopes to uphold that commitment now that she has regained possession of the children. Isaiah Gannon was able to counteract Michael's digitalis dose and save his life, but he still has a long road to recovery ahead. Other GH spoilers state that Carly Spencer will cry in Jason Morgan's arms, wondering how they will get through this. Jason will reassure Carly and suggest a solution. Next, Sunny Corinthos will update Dante Falconeri on the explosion and his thirst for vengeance. Dante will claim that they can seek justice for Michael without starting a war, but he will be afraid about Sunny's vindictive side and what he would do in revenge. According to other General Hospital teasers, Lucky Spencer will be grilled by Jocelyn Jacks and will swiftly wonder why she is inquiring about Cyrus Renaud. Jocelyn may relate the information she received from Felicia Scorpio regarding Cyrus Bell and express suspicion that Cyrus was the one who killed Dex Heller. Lucky will reveal some new information in Tuesday's GH episode, and Jocelyn may become even more convinced that Cyrus is to blame for Dex's death. Our forecasts indicate that Jocelyn will take retribution into her own hands, so stay tuned. General Hospital spoilers. Lulu struggles to reconcile everything she's missed, and it costs everyone she cares about. According to General Hospital spoilers, Lulu Falconeri is having difficulty processing all of the sorrow and heartbreak she has experienced as a result of missing out on the last 4 years of her life, as well as the lives of others around her. It was difficult for her to accept immediately away that her baby child, Rocco Falconeri, was no longer a baby. She was taken aback when she learned that her father, Luke Spencer, and Spencer Cassadine, were both deceased. Finding out Charlotte Cassadine's whereabouts was unknown enraged and terrified her, but meeting Charlotte and losing her all over again has pushed Lulu over the edge of reason. How much more can she take before breaking? General Hospital spoilers. More heartache on the horizon. Lulu's waking has sent shockwaves across Port Charles, but the true drama may be just beginning. After surviving a terrible coma that kept her out of the loop for years, Lulu has yet to confront the reality of having missed so much time, preferring to run away from the problem in search of others to focus on. Will the emotional impact of everything she's missed send her into an even deeper abyss, or will her family's love and support help her through? If the truth about Brooklyn Quartermain's relationship with Dante Falconeri is revealed, it has the potential to break Spencer's stereotype. GH spoilers tease Sam's death may be the worst of all. The weight of these losses, along with the revelation that Dante, her one-time love, has moved on with someone else, Sam McCall, who tragically died donating her liver to save Lulu, may be too much for one person to bear. Lulu didn't know Sam well, but she'll have to tiptoe on eggshells in the shadow of Sam's memory for a while when it comes to her own relationship with her ex-husband. Making sense of the loss he has suffered so that Lulu can reclaim her life would weigh Lulu with guilt that she will likely bear for many years. General Hospital spoilers. Lulu is historically uncontrollable. Lulu has a history of mental health issues. As a result of her ongoing processing of these huge losses, she may experience depression. The psychological impact alone could impede her recovery, both physically and emotionally. There's also the lurking possibility of Cyrus Renaud, whose preoccupation with Lulu could shift from protective to dangerous, adding stress to her already fragile situation. Laura Collins and Lucky Spencer will undoubtedly play critical roles in delivering the assistance she so sorely requires. Laura has been through her own share of trauma. She might be the guiding light Lulu needs to get through this dark moment. As a result, the link between mother and daughter may be the key to helping Lulu cope with her new situation. Finn Carr of General Hospital owes his success to Jeannie Francis. Finn Carr believes that when he acts opposite Jeannie Francis, his work is 1,000 times better because of her patience and skill. Rocco has had a difficult time recently on General Hospital. First, his surrogate stepmom Sam died after giving a portion of her liver to his mother, Lulu. When Lulu awoke, mother and son were reunited, but she quickly hurried off to fetch her second child, Charlotte. Poor Rocco's brain is spinning right now, but happily, Finn Carr, who plays Rocco, has someone he can turn to when things become wild for the young actor. They have a special thing. When Carr first saw his on-screen grandmother Laura, her portrayer, Jeannie Francis, took him under her wing. He told Soap Opera Digest, "I feel like I'm growing as an actor every time I'm in a scene with her." That's a really cool thing to say, and it's a very unique experience. I'm incredibly happy to have that with her. Carr described Francis as a wonderful person, explaining that if he had concerns or problems, he would seek her assistance. Her acting abilities and hard ethic have influenced the young actress, which has not gone unnoticed. Carr believes that when he is in a scene with the soap legend, the scenes become more tragic because of her incredible talent and how he can play off of it. "We just have a really special thing," he explained. Patience is key. Carr explained how Francis' influence has helped him enhance his own acting abilities. He is really proud of the scenes they share, and he believes it reflects her many years on the job. When the screenplay instructed Rocco to emote after Sam's death, he was nervous about it. But Francis stepped in, and her patience and calm manner rubbed off on him, and he thought, what beautiful things to be able to draw upon. "I feel like I'm a better actress when I'm performing with her." Despite the fast-paced nature of soap opera production, Francis assured Carr that they would take things carefully. "We're gonna do justice to you and this character," she told him. Carr thought her words to be powerful, and she believed that the subsequent moments were something that the audience would truly appreciate. "I'd say that I owe a lot of my success to her," he admitted modestly. A mother's grief and a calculating mind. Carly's sadness was genuine, visceral, and unrelenting. Michael was her kid, the bright spot in her life, and the thought of losing him was awful. But Carly had always been a fighter, and in times of crisis, her instincts were to act decisively and seize control wherever she could. And in this situation, her thoughts kept going to Wiley and Amelia. The children were the most pure extensions of Michael's legacy, and Carly was determined to keep them near, protected, and under her influence. While she treasured them as grandkids, there was a darker side to her thoughts, a sense that she was the greatest person to shape their lives, no matter what the cost. The challenge, of course, was Willow Corinthos. Willow's position, a vulnerable target. Willow had experienced more than her fair share of heartbreak, and the current predicament had only exacerbated her vulnerability. As Michael's estranged wife, she had been placed into an unfortunate situation, balancing her duties as a mother while negotiating the Corinthos and Quartermaine families' tense tensions. Carly saw Willow's distress and perplexity as an opportunity. Carly had once backed Willow, even manipulating events to pit her against Nina Reeves, her estranged biological mother, but the tide had turned. Willow had grown closer to Nina in recent months, which Carly perceived as a danger. If Nina acquired more control over Willow, she may jeopardize Carly's plans for Wiley and Amelia's upbringing. The role of Drew Kane, a pawn in the game. Drew Kane, the man who had just complicated Willow's life with his own brand of charm and irresponsibility, was the perfect weapon for Carly's scheme. His previous friendship with Carly, along with his new involvement with Willow, created a unique opportunity. Carly knew Drew still carried feelings of devotion toward her, and she planned to capitalize on that. Carly also knew, but hadn't revealed, that Drew had a relationship with Nina. Carly had hidden away a sensational nugget, knowing it had the potential to cause discord. Carly was certain that if Willow learned Drew's connection to Nina, the younger woman's resentment toward her mother would flare up again. Set the stage for manipulation. Carly's idea started to take shape. She gently nudged Willow into discovering Drew and Nina's secret, letting the aftermath do the heavy job. When Willow's rage flared, Carly could intervene as a comforting, sympathetic figure, a mother anchor in the midst of chaos. It wasn't just about pitting Willow against Nina. Carly saw this as an opportunity to regain her power in the family. Carly may secure her place as Wiley and Amelia's guiding influence by aligning herself with Willow during her most vulnerable time. What's best for the children? Carly justified her actions by convincing herself she was doing what was best for the children. Nina, in her opinion, was too unstable and self-centered to play an important role in Wiley and Amelia's development. Willow, although a caring mother, was easily persuaded and prone to poor judgment. Carly believed she was the only one with the fortitude and clarity to give the children the future Michael had envisioned. "It's what Michael would want," Carly said to herself one evening while staring out the hospital window. The thought strengthened her determination. Execution of the plan. Carly's initial move was subtle. During a visit with Willow, she casually noted Drew's recent conduct, implying that he was hiding something. She skillfully sowed seeds of suspicion, implying that Drew was not as trustworthy as he seemed. When the truth about Drew and Nina's affair was finally revealed, thanks to a well-placed anonymous tip, Willow's reaction was explosive. Betrayed and outraged, she cut ties with Drew and Nina, retreating into the familiar safety of Carly's embrace. Carly portrayed the supporting mother figure wonderfully, comforting Willow and telling her that she and the children will always have a home in the Corinthos household. Carly gradually gained control over Wiley and Amelia, and her presence in their life became crucial. The fallout. Not everyone in Port Charles was immune to Carly's schemes. Jason Morgan, ever loyal but not naive to her techniques, cautioned her against overstepping. "You're playing a dangerous game, Carly," he told her. Wiley and Amelia need stability, not more manipulation. Even Sonny, who was dealing with his own troubles and guilt over Michael's health, questioned Carly's motivations. "Are you doing this for the kids or for yourself?" he inquired one night. Carly deflected, claiming that her intentions were pure. But the reality was murkier. While Carly sincerely loved her grandchildren, her need for control and to protect her legacy frequently blurred the distinction between selflessness and selfishness. Conclusion: victory, but at what cost? By the time Michael's condition stabilized, Carly had been deeply involved in the lives of Wiley and Amelia. Willow, still reeling from the betrayal and chaos, relied largely on Carly for assistance. Nina was left on the outside, her relationship with Willow and the children shattered. Carly fulfilled her goal, but the cost of her success lingered in the air, creating a subtle tension that hinted at the story's continuation. Nothing in Port Charles remained buried indefinitely, and the ramifications of Carly's actions were bound to arise in unexpected ways. For the time being, she took solace in knowing that she had done what she thought was best for her family. The proxy's origin: a tangled web. Michael Corinthos had always been diligent in safeguarding his money and ensuring his family's future. As Sonny Corinthos' adopted son and a significant person in ELQ, his legal and medical paperwork were scrupulously constructed. His decision to choose Willow Corinthos as his medical proxy was unsurprising. Despite their separation, she was still his children's mother and someone he had formerly implicitly trusted. However, Martin Gray, ever the opportunistic lawyer, cocked an eyebrow when the proxy was brought up. Martin, recognized for his connections to Valentine Cassadine and his close ties to ELQ, had access to more information than most. His suggestion to Nina Reeves that the proxy might be a way to gain control over Wiley and Amelia was calculating, even if it appeared selfless on paper. The intrusion: Drew Kane's role. Drew Kane, Michael's former buddy-turned-enemy, was another major element in the growing plot. Drew's work with Aurora Media and ELQ put him in close contact to sensitive information, including Michael's medical proxy. Though Drew had been forbidden from working at Aurora, it wasn't unreasonable to assume he still had access to its resources, old files, spare keys, or even digital backups. Drew's history of pushing boundaries became clear when Willow confided in him about her anxieties. She was concerned that her competence to care for her children was being questioned. Drew, in a confused attempt to assist, may have viewed the proxy as a way to intervene. Drew, with his Navy SEAL skill and understanding of legal loopholes, might have accessed the proxy and altered its content. Suspicion cast: the Corinthos family's doubts. The Corinthos family, particularly Carly Spencer and Sonny, were no strangers to duplicity and power dynamics. When Carly heard whispers about the altered proxy, she suspected foul play. Martin Gray doesn't do anything without an agenda, she said Sunny during a quiet period in the hospital waiting area. And Drew, he's desperate to prove himself. Sunny, more introspective, weighed the ramifications. If this proxy is changed, it's not just about the children, it's about power. Drew is not foolish, he understands what is at stake. Jason Morgan, the silent spectator, added his voice. We need to find out who's behind this before it spirals out of control. Willow's dilemma, trust or betrayal. Willow was trapped in a whirlwind of contradictory feelings. While she appreciated Drew's support, the thought that he might have tampered with Michael's proxy made her nervous. If he did this, he's no better than the people he claims to protect me from, she confessed to Sasha Gilmore during a small moment of respite. Sasha, always sympathetic, attempted to console her. Drew may have had good intentions, Willow. But if he crossed a line, you must decide what it means for you and the children. The truth emerges. Carly's relentless quest of information paid off as she probed deeper into the situation. An outdated digital file from Aurora's servers revealed inconsistencies in the proxy's date and signature. It was evident that someone had tampered with it. Carly didn't spend time confronting Drew. Did you think you were helping? She spat, her voice filled with rage. Do you have any idea what you did? You've compromised everything Michael worked for and trusted you with. Drew, apparently shaken, justified his actions. I just wanted to make sure Willow and the kids were safe. I did not think. That's right, you didn't think, Carly interjected. And now, we're all paying the price. Fallout and consequences. The discovery of the changed proxy caused shockwaves across Port Charles. Willow, broken-hearted and betrayed, distanced herself from Drew. I can't trust you anymore, she exclaimed, her voice quivering. You took away my choice, my agency. Martin Gray, ever the opportunist, tried to twist the situation in Nina's favor, but even she was hesitant to exploit such a sensitive matter. I want my relationship with Willow to be real, Nina remarked quietly. Not built on manipulation. Meanwhile, Michael's recovery remained questionable, emphasizing the need of family unity. Sunny, despite his personal reservations, acted as the voice of reason. We cannot afford to let this divide us. We need to concentrate on what is important, Michael and the children. GH spoilers, will Rick's plea to Ava spark a custody battle over Avery's safety? General Hospital spoilers and updates indicate that Sonny Corinthos' apartment explosion will have far-reaching implications for the crime boss. He will experience the emotional anguish of Michael Corinthos' recuperation and may lose custody of his daughter, Avery Corinthos Jerome. Fans may recall that Sonny Corinthos and Ava Jerome were previously involved in a heated custody battle. However, the situation came to a standstill when she faced accusations in connection with the terrible Metro Court pool incident that resulted in the death of baby Irene Ashford. After being absolved of those charges, Ava faced yet another setback when her Cassadine divorce settlement was revoked. Currently, Ava lacks the cash to hire Rick Lansing for a new custody battle. However, considering Rick's affections for his half-brother, she may not have to worry about money this time. GH spoilers, Rick Hurst will learn about the explosion at some point. News of the explosion at Michael and Sonny's apartment will eventually reach Rick, and he may devise a great plan for Ava to reclaim full custody of her baby. Given the attack on the penthouse where tiny Avery lives, and the fact that one of Sonny's other children is currently in critical condition, this situation presents a unique opportunity. Someone is clearly after Sonny, making Avery's living situation dangerous. Carly Spencer was able to seize the opportunity and steal Wiley and Amelia Corinthos right from under Willow Corinthos' nose. Could Rick attempt a same move against Sonny regarding Avery? General Hospital spoilers, Rick Hurst could petition the court based on an unsafe living environment. Could he persuade a judge to temporarily remove Avery from Sonny's custody until the person responsible is identified, at least as a preliminary step? Rick might claim that this is for Avery's safety, but how long would it take the PCPD or WSB to identify the perpetrator, especially given that the explosion left no trace? According to General Hospital previews, Rick will not let this scenario go undetected, as it presents an excellent opportunity for Ava to reunite with her daughter. He lives on exacerbating Sunny's anguish, so while Sunny deals with the aftermath of the explosion and Michael's dilemma, will Rick make a bad decision by taking Avery as well? Nobody would expect him to do anything less. Desperate requests, protective uncles, and concerned mothers. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Tuesday, January 14th feature frantic requests, protective uncles, and concerned mothers. Coming up on General Hospital, Lulu Spencer makes a desperate plea, Lucky Spencer is a watchful uncle, and Carly Spencer is a concerned mother. General Hospital spoilers, desperate requests. Lulu approaches Tracy Quartermaine with a desperate request. She wants to rescue Charlotte Cassadine, but she also needs money to do so. She informs Tracy that she can find Charlotte again, all she needs is Tracy's money. Will Tracy pay Lulu's reconnaissance mission? The last time she discovered Charlotte, a sniper followed, but when she told her mother, Laura Collins, she was encouraging. Laura, knowing how obstinate her daughter is and how much she resembles her father Luke Spencer, advised her to be more cautious in her search for Charlotte. Will Tracy be equally supportive and fund the trip, or will she advise her to leave it to the experts? GH spoilers, Nina criticizes Drew elsewhere. Nina Reeves criticizes Drew Quartermaine, claiming that position has been filled. Was Nina able to reverse Drew's political victory, or is she alluding to something else entirely? The look on her face indicated that she disliked Drew's evident manipulation of her daughter, Willow Corinthos, on GH. Willow leaped into his arms and clung to him, seemingly emotionally dependent and full of hero worship. Will Nina be able to stop what she's seeing, especially since he's been sleeping with her during the same time he has been sleeping with Willow? General Hospital spoilers, fearful questions elsewhere. Wiley Corinthos is clearly terrified as he begs his sobbing mother, Daddy's coming home, right? Wiley isn't talking about Drew, he's talking about Michael Corinthos. Michael isn't out of the woods yet. Despite receiving a last-minute life-saving digitalis treatment, he was on the cusp of a heart attack. Willow responds yes to her son's hopeful questions. But it's clear she's having misgivings, especially because the entire marriage is in question. Wiley is not even aware that his parents are legally split. GH spoilers, protective uncle's Lucky is acting like a protective uncle at the hospital, asking Jocelyn Jacks why she is asking about Cyrus Renault. She asks because, first and foremost, she wants to solve the murder of her late boyfriend, Dex Heller. Number 2, she was asked by WSB local office chief Jack Brennan to follow a trail of breadcrumbs he had left. Lucky will reveal some fresh information he has acquired. Is he confident in his niece's ability to care for herself and pass on the information? Or is what she tells him the new information he shares? He may inform Elizabeth Baldwin that she is no longer on the suspect list after learning what happened to Michael. General Hospital spoilers, Dante and Sunny talk elsewhere. Dante Falconeri and Sunny Corinthos discuss what happened to Michael, with Dante clearly having learned about the explosion that landed him in the burn unit. Sunny is furious and seeks vengeance on whoever is to blame for blowing up his apartment, which was occupied by Michael at the time. But Dante must walk a delicate line between law enforcement and being the son of a mafia. Dante advises Sunny not to make seeking justice for Michael into a war, with Sunny's adversaries being accused of the crime. It's best to let the PCPD handle it, albeit it appears the WSB has also become involved. GH spoilers, worried mothers elsewhere. Carly sobs on Jason Morgan's shoulder, whispering, "How are we going to get through this?" They know Michael was dangerously close to cardiac collapse, but they don't know it was due to the digitalis. Lucas Jones emerged and informed Carly and Sunny that he had almost had a heart attack but was now stable. All of the action in Michael's hospital room had occurred while Carly and Sunny were in a standoff with Nina, Willow, and Drew in another location. Michael is still not completely out of the woods, since Lucas informed his sister and ex-brother-in-law, and Carly is sure to transmit this information to Jason. The week begins with a spectacular rescue, as Isaiah Gannon enters the operating room to make a crucial decision. Michael Corinthos, facing the repercussions of severe burns and Cyrus Renault's spiteful assault on his life with digitalis, is on the verge of survival. Isaiah's harsh statement either way, Michael dies, shocks everyone, but fans can expect a glimpse of hope as Michael battles on. Meanwhile, amidst the turmoil, Kai Taylor and Trina Robinson share a tender moment, fueling rumors about their growing relationship. Carly Spencer, never one to back down, gives a strong warning, laying the groundwork for possible conflicts. However, Sonny Corinthos surprises everyone by reaching an agreement with Nina Reeves. Willow Tate Corinthos faces a critical decision that will affect both her children's and her own futures. Tuesday, January 14th, shocking revelations. Lucky Spencer arrives with shocking information that could tip the balance of power in Port Charles. As Lulu Spencer appeals to Tracy Quartermaine, tensions rise within the Quartermaine family. Meanwhile, Dante Falconeri provides important updates to Sonny, hinting to deeper family issues. Nina Reeves, enraged by Drew Kane's recent activities, confronts him in a heated exchange. In contrast, Jason Morgan makes a recommendation to Carly that has the potential to either stabilize or exacerbate their difficult predicament. Wednesday, January 15th, grilled by Anna. Anna Devane focuses her attention on a suspect, her probing questioning geared at revealing the truth. Could Cyrus Renault's murky deeds finally be revealed? Surveillance footage of Cyrus attacking Dex Heller adds credibility to her investigation. Tracy Quartermaine seeks Jason's intervention, and their relationship is laced with desperation and conflict. Meanwhile, Carly demands answers from Jack Brennan, determined to find the things she believes he is concealing. Drew Kane and Alexis Davis face off in a battle of wills, while Trina Robinson meets Emma Scorpio Drake for the first time. Will this long-awaited encounter result in camaraderie or conflict? Thursday, January 16th, alliances and confidentiality. Tensions rise as Carly and Tracy clash, promising a catastrophic fallout. Willow confides in Harrison Chase, looking for answers in the midst of her anguish. Nina, overwhelmed by her challenges, turns to Ava Jerome for comfort and potentially an ally in her quest for justice or vengeance. Kai Taylor's relationship with Trina grows stronger as he continues to amaze her. Meanwhile, Dante Falconeri and Cody Bell dive into their shared past, revealing memories and secrets that could change their lives. Friday, January 17th, explosive confrontations. Jordan Ashford lashes out at Drew Kane, her hatred reflecting the devastation his actions have wrought. Willow confronts a life-altering decision that might have far-reaching consequences for Drew, Michael, and her children. Tracy finds herself in hot water as the pressure increases, and her problems threaten to plunge the Quartermaine family into further chaos. Ava Jerome, ever strategic, embarks on a new mission. With Nina Reeves' involvement, her actions could tip the balance in Willow's ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, Lulu Spencer and Brooklyn Quartermaine quarrel once more, their rivalry refusing to fade. Speculations and predictions. The storylines unfolding in Port Charles leave much to expect. Willow's decision, as she considers her future actions, will Willow make a decision that bridges or deepens the divides between her family? Michael's recovery, with his life hanging by a thread, how will his survival or probable loss affect those closest to him? Nina and Ava's alliance, could these two form a strong enough relationship to tip the balance of power in Port Charles? Trina and Emma's encounter, will their meeting create camaraderie or fan rivalry? A desperate gamble in the OR. Michael was rushed into the operating room after his IV was tampered with, and he was injected with digitalis, a strong toxin that has killed others in recent months. His condition soon deteriorated, and the intermittent beeping of the cardiac monitor served as a disturbing reminder of the gravity of the situation. Isaiah, a seasoned but careful surgeon, examined the medical charts. "We can't afford another fatality," he grumbled. But doubt distorted his judgment. If we administer the antidote and digitalis isn't the cause, his condition could worsen. His genetic heart defect, even though repaired, might not withstand another blow. Michael's uncle, Lucas, stepped forward, his face pallid but resolute. "And if we don't act now, he'll die for sure. This isn't just a patient, Isaiah. It's family." His voice cracked, and the weight of his words lingered in the room. The debate about Michael's past. Michael's medical history complicates things. Born with a hereditary cardiac abnormality that had been medically repaired, the stress he experienced, both from the fire that wrecked Sonny Corinthos' penthouse and the emotional strain of recent events, may have reactivated dormant vulnerabilities. Isaiah massaged his temples. "Sam and Dex's cases haunt me. Both were poisoned and coded, and neither survived. Even when we used tox screens fast, it was too late. Lucas' eyes blazed with fire. Then we cannot let history repeat itself. We must act before it is too late for Michael. A slim chance of success. Isaiah sighed and glanced at the clock. Every second mattered. There's the slimmest chance this will work, he remarked, signaling that the digitalis antidote be obtained from the pharmacy. If we're wrong, we'll lose him anyway. Lucas nodded and clenched his hands. I'd rather fight and fail than stand by and do nothing. The pharmacy technician appeared carrying the antidote. As Isaiah prepared the injection, the sterile container sparkled in the bright light. Let's hope this gamble pays off, he muttered bitterly. Administering the antidote. Michael's body convulsed as his heartbeat continued its frantic dance. Isaiah administered the antidote with confidence. The entire OR held its breath as the heart monitor flashed and stabilized. A collective sigh of relief echoed throughout the room. Lucas wiped his brow, tears threatening to fall. It is functioning. For now, at least. But Isaiah's expression was cautious. We have averted the immediate threat, but we are not out of the woods. The poison may have caused long-term damage. He could go into a coma. Lingering doubt and hope. As the OR team stabilized Michael, doubts remained. The digitalis murderer remained at large, operating unnoticed within the hospital walls. Isaiah and Lucas exchanged unpleasant expressions. Whoever carried out the attacks had access to crucial places, and until they were apprehended, every patient was at risk. Lucas thought about his niece, Lulu Spencer, who had been in a coma for years before waking up. Comas aren't a death sentence, he explained quietly. If Michael gets through this, he will fight. He always does. The road ahead. Michael was taken to the ICU, where his loved ones gathered. Carly Spencer grasped his hand, her hard determination crumbling under the weight of her terror. Willow Corinthos sat nearby, her eyes streaming as she offered reassurances to her comatose husband. Sonny Corinthos remained mute, a wrath developing in his eyes. Isaiah and Lucas met with the hospital board and advocated for stronger security measures to prevent future tampering. This isn't over, Isaiah said. If the killer has access to patients, we're all in danger. A glimmer of light in the dark. Michael's vitals remained constant throughout the night. Despite the uncertainty of the road to recovery, the Corinthos family remained hopeful. Lucas, tired but determined, placed his hand on Isaiah's shoulder. We did all we could. Now it's up to him. Isaiah nodded, his countenance softened. Let's hope it's enough. For the time being, the Corinthos family could only wait, their faith tested but unshaken, while the shadows of the past threatened to re-emerge. Will Michael awaken, and what does the future hold for him and those who want to protect him? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.